Hey, we're on here with Seek and Send video tutorial, and it's something I'm not sure if I made a video from yet. So Frances is with us here. Say hi, Frances.
Hi, everybody.
And I've unchecked Skype users because we did what we wanted to do. We checked them all and we made an export text file. So, and you should back that up on your, you should take your whole Skype stuff folder and back it up in the 8 gig. Just, that's for Francis only. But what I wanted to show was we're done with that. Let's just, for example, not list, but let's say there may be some people in, I don't know, the bounce house. I'm clicking bounce house, but there's a hesitation. Sometimes when you check boxes in Seek and Send, there's a pause, right? So there was a pause, but there they are. And you can see because we unchecked Skype contacts, which made this whole right selected user box empty, and then we checked one Skype room, Skype chat room, all the people in that room show up. Now they're not checked yet. So you can check ones you want, or you can check them all. Or you can check them all and then uncheck people. There's, lots of ways of using these two buttons, check all and check none. But most of these...
So if I wanted to put advertisement, say, in...
Well, let's stay focused. That's a different topic. That's a different topic. Hang on. So what I'm saying is I'm showing you the difference between, why I had you make a Skype people folder in your Skype stuff folder. Because there's two kinds of Skype peoples. There's your contacts, which you need to back up, and then there's leads. What's the difference? Well, these are contacts and these are not. So there are at least two ways for you to find more people to talk to, and one of them is with Skype rooms. Now, usually the first thing I teach people is on the search tab. There's all these tabs at the top of Seek and Send, general search, message to users, etc. You can actually search Google for any of these over 500 MLMs and find their Skype IDs. And there's a tutorial for that, and I don't want to get into that right now. There's on your resources page, if you're someone who purchased Seek and Send from me, you get a step-by-step instructions. It tells you how to use this search and the importance of the two sets of quotes, and that you can edit the second set of quotes. That's it on that. So that is one way to find new people on Skype, and you could put anything you want in there. But one thing that I do not think I have made a video of is, we're going to go back to message to users. You can, this is something, if any of you watching were users of Seek and Send, specifically, I think Message Magic eventually had it, but it just maybe 1 year or less before it crashed and is gone. But this is the one way that people use Seek and Send to have lots and lots of people to talk to in Skype. Okay, they actually harvested Skype rooms. So you want to do this carefully, like don't break any rules, build relationships first, don't mass add people, do it very, very carefully. So there's other tutorials that I should show you for Skype etiquette and stuff like that. But you've been around, you're a good networker. So luckily, I don't think I have to give you, this recording can be short because you know those things already. So,
okay, so by using this tool, at this point, I could build relations with everybody because of their Skype ID. I could message everybody and build a relationship.
Yeah, but you can do that in Skype. You can do that in Skype. You can go into a Skype room and you can, participate in the Skype room so you're visible. And then you can, one at a time, you can click on people from Skype that you don't know and chat with them and see if they want to be friends. You can do that in Skype. So let me show you what's different about what you can do with Seek and Send. Okay? Okay. All right. So So what we've done is we have, once again, we've unchecked Skype contacts. This went blank over here on the right, selected users. When we unchecked Skype contacts, we checked Skype chat rooms, and you've got a lot of them. Let's check the bounce house, just because I have no idea what that is, but you mentioned it. Now you'll notice, the first thing I want you to notice is that most of these people, with the exception of the ones that show you their status color, like the green, Harsha and Gary, those are contacts of yours. All these other symbols that don't show you the status color, this person is online. Hello, Karine. He's online status. Everyone else in here, this person is away. Susan is online. Steve is invisible or offline, either one. All these other symbols are people you don't know. So there's a huge potential of new people to talk to. Again, start by building the relationship inside of the Skype rooms, which hopefully you've been doing anyway. And then, not everybody, but keep in mind, not everybody is watching the Skype room. If it's a busy Skype room, a lot of these people aren't even watching the room anymore. But if
they're just going in and posting their own
exactly
advertising.
right. Oh, if it's an advertising room, nobody's watching. So, but here's one of the things that you can do. You can check one Skype room, check the outer box, and check one Skype room. Then you can check all. Okay. Then you can click export, and we get to finish the lesson. In your Skype stuff folder, we created a Skype people folder for your non-contact Skype leads, also known as Skype users. Does that make more sense now?
Yes.
The bounce house, and we're going to say room. I don't know if they'll let me put that so that in a file. So this is a text file, and let me show you one more thing. File save, pretty darn quick. So now you have a text file, a notepad text file, text document in your Skype leads. You can open this up as it is and see a bunch of usernames. And you can organize how you want to do this. Like, do you only want to add the first 5 people? Oh, you happen to know one of these guys, so take him out, you know, or whatever. You want to message them all at once. You want to put them all in a list. There's so many things that you can do to manage a bunch of people. But let me show you something else. We're going to make a copy. We're going to paste that copy right here. And we're going to rename that copy. Oh, wait, I'm in the way. Rename. I'm still in the way. Okay, we don't need it to be copy anymore. We're going to make it .csv. And that should open up in whatever it doesn't. Rats. Do you have Excel? I wanted it to open up in a spreadsheet.
I have Microsoft Office.
Well, Calc. Do you have Excel? Have you ever used Excel?
No, I have Open Office.
Open Office, okay. So we're going to use Calc because that's the spreadsheet, if I recall. I'm not a big Calc user, but there we go. Let's make sure I'm right. Does this open in a spreadsheet? And then you can actually, oh, what do we want to do? It's only what, it doesn't matter what you choose here. We're going to hit OK. But it was in the lower right. And that is opening up in a spreadsheet. So now you can actually, now you can add them all at once, but again, that gets tricky because you have different kinds of relationships with those people. Some relationships are not at all. You haven't even started a relationship with them. So if you wanted to organize people in a spreadsheet, if you knew how to do that, you could take these people and say, well, I just want to meet these people today, these first 10 or 5 or whatever. And you know you don't want to do it with too many because you'll have a lot of Skypes you'll have to jump around to. So let's say, you know, we could make another, oh, this is going way deeper than I thought I wanted to go, but we can make another sheet.
Yeah, I know you're going to use sheet 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so you can make another sheet. How do you make another sheet? Insert sheet. Oh, good. Right. After current sheet is fine. Do we want to name the current sheet? Yeah, we'll name it, I don't know. Let's say these are the first people you're going to meet. I'm going to meet these Skype people on, well, we'll say, how about intro myself on in March. And if you want to do it once a week, of course, that's what happened to my M. So you could put a particular date there, by March 15th. Okay, so we'll call it that. And then you can paste, I gotta move my video. You can paste these people here. And you could even make notes on them, for heaven's sakes. You could insert a header line, insert a row, and that's the people's, you know, user ID. So we'll call that, oh, I gotta move this down, hold on. That's the user ID, or Skype ID. Well, we'll call it Skype ID because that's what
Right,
Seek and Send. That's what Seek and Send is calling it. So here you can make it say whatever you want. Notes, you know, more notes, you know, whatever. And then keep track of how it's going if you want. So there's all kinds of things you can do with spreadsheets. So that's, we'll just close that and save it. Current format. Yeah, save as ODF. Because we don't want to save it. We don't want it to open in a notepad, which is what it was doing. I thought it would automatically open in, let's see, are we in the right place? Yes, we are. Okay, and then we'll go back there. And you don't actually need the CSV because I think this one will open in, no, wait. Yeah, so in your case, we can just delete this. Yeah, so you can open them in a text file or you can open them in a spreadsheet. Open Office spreadsheet. So anyways, that's a little bit, so that is definitely something I have not shown. And you could, if you were afraid your Skype was crashing or you wanted to move everything and make sure it was all organized in your new computer. I mean, not Skype's crashing. Your computer. If that your computer was crashing and you wanted to back everything up one at a time, you could uncheck that room and you could check another room and you could gradually go through all of your rooms. And it would be an amazing thing to have all of the people in all the Skype rooms in these separate files that you then, following other tutorial videos, which I won't get into right now, for Seek and Send, you can...
It'll be amazing because I'm in about 25 Skype chat rooms.
Right.
It will be amazing just to have all the Skype chat rooms saved so I don't have to find them again or rejoin them or
so
ask
this
for
one,
permission.
this one is called, which one are we checking here? People helping people. So, yeah, try to remember what you just checked. People, isn't there an O in people? There we go. People helping people, and we'll put room in the front just like you do with your list. Oops, not sure it accepts that. So now you're going to have another one. And you can do the same thing if you wanted to open it up in a spreadsheet. You just open it up with OpenOffice. That's it. Isn't that cool? So when it first loads, when it first loads, oh look, they're still all checked. How funny. Yeah. So one of the things that you can do, you have about 300 contacts. You say, I didn't look at your profile. I can look at it.
Yes, a little over.
So it looks like you have 401 contacts according to Skype, according to your Skype profile. Before you add too many more, you might want to send somebody, where's your Skype? Here, let's click this just so that we can open your Skype. And where's Julie? There I am. Okay. This tool doesn't have a shortcut like the fancy X-Sky and Message Magic. Actually, I don't even think Message Magic had one. But, you can send an emoticon to everybody and it will be relevant to everyone. So let's say, pick an emoticon. Want to send everybody a flower?
Yes, that would be fine.
Okay, we have to find the flowers. I had to show somebody that you have to scroll down now to see all your Skype emoticons. There's a flower. Or a sun. You want to send everybody a sun?
Yeah, everybody a sun.
This time of year, everybody needs a sun. Now, here's a trick. If you just, I mean, you can send that to me. It's fine. But you don't have to send it. This is a chat with me. So I'm copying that. And I'm going to Seek and Send. And I'm putting this here. And look, it does it like that. ASCII or whatever you call that. And so you can figure out, you know, you can either, like I said, you can either check all or check none, and then click the box for checking or unchecking, and gradually get through all of your contacts. You could even open up all of your contacts in that spreadsheet and get through them gradually, so that maybe you only want to send 100 or 50 at a time. You could segment them in groups of 50 like we showed in the spreadsheet. You can do that with your contacts backup text file that we did too. Or you can check them all and send them all a sun and be very busy for a few days, and it will even go on for weeks as people gradually come onto their Skype, and as they respond, you start adding them to a list. That is a very powerful strategy. Any questions? Here, let's see if we can find Julie in here, and you can send it to me. I got the wrong thing. Where's Julie? Oh, let's send one to Bruce.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to send message to Bruce. Now that's just to one person, so I'm just demonstrating. Obviously, one of the powers of this is that you're sending it to many people at once. So you don't have to send to just a list. You can send to, all these options. Lists, contacts, sub-segmenting, rooms, people privately, lots of rooms all at once. It's all in those tutorials. There it is. And if you wanted to say, let's do one more demonstration real quick. Let's say...
Yeah, Bruce and I are well associated, and he's like my NASA test monkey.
That is the problem. Hey, Bruce. I am sending this to you from Seek and Send. And we can even send a...
You are my NASA test monkey.
Yeah. Let's send that one at the end. So we open up your Seek and Send. And one of the things you'll see, and that's will turn into that laughy emoticon. One of the things you'll see is that you have to have somebody checked before this is enabled and turns colorful to send message to people. Not sure why it looks like it's missing words. Where's Bruce? Where'd he go? There he is. And we'll also send one to Julie. Hey, you can send one to Carol too. She just got Seek and Send. Julie. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Oh my gosh. I'm going to ask the programs, someday I'm going to ask the programmer to put a search feature on here. And I think the usernames should work, but I'm not, I think that's what it does, that field up here. But I don't think it's working. So here I am. We'll send it to all three of us. Send message to users. Happens pretty quick. Operation successful. If you blocked anyone, you'll get errors. You need to say OK before it continues sending. So now we'll go back over here. We'll look for Bruce and see. There it is. Hey, Bruce. So that first name tag, if used correctly, again, it's all in the videos. Oops, there's my typo. You can't edit these broadcasts. But if you send them to a lot of people, I mean, try not to typo like I just did. Do what I say, not what I do. It personalized it. So now we'll go look at Julie, and it said, hey, Julie, I'm sending this to you from, and then this, and if we don't edit that, she'll know it was me doing it, because that's one of my favorite typos. It doesn't matter. But anyway, so I'm demonstrating a broadcast can be edited, and it sent it to all three, and that first name tag personalized it with every person's name. What do you think? Do you like Seek and Send?
I do. I love it because if you're sending something and want it to be personal, it's going to pick up that person's name from the group or from your contacts, and it's going to send it by name, which is huge when you're marketing.
Right.
You don't want to send something to a large group if it's a mass mailing that says, hello, friend. And
right.
don't
So the idea is you can use tools like these. You can use Seek and Send to organize your Skype contacts into all kinds of relevant, targeted, permission-based lists. And I call them follow-up lists, so that you can continue building the relationship. And don't let your people on Skype just, disappear into no man's land where you haven't talked to them for 6 months or 6 years. Make sense?
It does. This will be very, very helpful, Julie.
Okay, I'm going to end this recording. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope that helps.